Yahoo guys, Paisley here. Which package do you guys want to open? White one? Black one? White one? Black one? Black one it seems. Look at that tail. Alright, Paisley. Well guys, I've been sick for a while, so we've been backlogged. You can probably tell by the amount of Nipex players there. Let's see if Paisley will let me do some unboxing here. Paisley Marie, can you move? Oh, what if I want to put this right here, Paisley? Okay, right where you are. Yeah. What if we want to open that? Alright, guys. Go with this black one first. Sure. We'll use my orange Tactile Maverick. You guys don't need the packing slip. I, however, do need that. Oh. Okay, Montana Knife Company. You guys might know what this means it is then. And no, it's not a knife, even though I got a knife out. It is related, though. It is Tactile Turn X Montana Knife Company. As you might have seen before. I think I have the original box around here somewheres. I don't know. I do have the original pen though, because it's one of my favorites. Here you go. Like, well, why'd you get one? If you already have one. See? One right here. Why would I buy that then? Well, because this one's different. Okay. MKC, which is Montana Knife Company, Mini Slim Bolt. This is the full-size aluminum bolt. Why'd I pick this one up? Tactile Turn has made some exclusives for other companies. I've never been interested, though, because they've just been a color variant. If I start coughing here, that's why I have cough drops. Let's put it that way. Nice and lightweight, but look at that knurling. That knurling right here is unique to this pen. And this orange and black theme. Nice and smooth. I'd never had one of their aluminum ones. Squares is the one I bought from, I think, for Christmas last year. But, so, Montana Knife Company. Boxes are always pretty nice. It's the standard Tactile Turn box. But with, instead of silver inlay, you get the orange, and you get an, what do you want to call it? Like a wire view or an outline of the pen. So, on this guy, we have the little guy. Look, it's the mini one. Running how many? Remember, full-size bolt. There you go. That's your difference. Or if you want to compare grips. Oops. Or if you want to compare... think about that. Pens that are round, roll around. Oh, broke it. Already dropped it. I'm just kidding. It's made of aluminum, guys. That's not happening. There you go. If we compare grip spots, that's That's our length difference there. Actually, this can go out a little bit more even. So I only have one other mini one, and that is the one I got last Black Friday. Jeez, it's almost Black Friday again. Kind of hard to believe. Because I do, you're like, why don't you have more mini ones? Well, the biggest reason is I don't like the cartridge. Any of the brands that make the mini pens, the only cartridge they go for is the G2 Mini, which is not available as a refill. It's only available as a 0.7 in a pen. Now, sure, if you use up, like, and I've never done this because I don't use these enough, but if you catch it and you use up, say, another refill that is the same as a G2, or like similar, like a Uniball or something, and then chop it down to this length, you know, like you use it up to here, you have to keep an eye on it, and then throw it in here, you could do that. But there is no way to like actively buy anything but the G2 Mini refill that fits these. The one exception is, I believe they're called D1 refills. I believe I've done a video on it before. You can get a 3D printed adapter. I recommend buying the adapter, not doing it yourself. And then you can put D1 refills in there, and you can get stuff like Hi-Tec-C in the D1 refill, which is what I did in my my only other. I have a slightly different angle than what I'm used to. So not everything's great, but my only other mini pen. Oh, I shouldn't say my only other one. I do have where are you, mini pen? So here is last year's Black Friday, like super heavily discounted. This is actually a DLC coated titanium, but it's their distressed one. And what ended up happening is some part of it got like marked up or damaged or something like that. So they could only make the mini pens out of it. Like, I don't know if like they didn't have tips or butts, or like part of the bit, because originally these were big pens and they cut them down to the mini one. Yeah, so in here I have it actually works pretty well. There's the D1 adapter with a D1 refill. G2 Mini to D1. There you go. And a lot of these have metal. The first time through, you might even want to use a drill bit. Look at these holes. That's so you can clean out the inside of this. Otherwise, since the Hi-Tec-C one is a metal refill, you can kind of like just force it, and then it only goes so far, then you tap it out like that, and then you can get the guts out. If you look at the design for this, they say like don't order certain types of plastic and stuff like that. So I think I ordered 2 of them. I could do that as well on here. This actually writes quite well. I mean, it's a Hi-Tec-C refill, so I feel like the thicker pen, I don't know, going down to the Hi-Tec-C is just an interesting vibe. The only other mini I have, and I actually do have, I think I have a blue one somewhere around here that I mean to give away to, if I ever find somebody that likes using the G2 Mini, I'll give it to him. But I'm keeping this one because it's actually, I don't want to say like the only brass one that TI2 Design has made, but one of the only brass. He often he usually works in, hey, when your company's name is TI, hey, you're usually working in titanium. You know, and then he did make some cheaper ones for, I think, Cricut, CRKT, like that knife / EDC brand out of aluminum. They're really cheap on Amazon. but I think those are mass produced. They must have just licensed design. I don't think he made all those. Whereas these, like, he made himself on his own CNC. So, this one's beautiful. So this is the only other mini that I have, because here, even with this on here, that is not long enough for me. We've been over how like a 5-inch pen is about perfect. So something like the modal, which is the same length as the EDK, that is perfect. Like that. Some of these get darn close, you know, just a hair long. But say if we do the same thing with this, that's like an inch or more short. Even if you extend it here, you put this here, that's still, just for my hand size, it's a little too small. This one was kind of fun to take quick notes on, also with it already being the distressed DLC. I didn't really have to worry about it, and you can see I've used it because this clip's bent a little bit, and that happens from wearing on like thicker clothes. That's why I do prefer the newer milled clip, but their big bolt design, like not their slim bolt, but the big bolt design apparently will always have, like, they don't want to stray from this sort of clip style. But yeah, this one's good to toss in the pocket or something like that, or you know, if I'm working out in the garage or on something, because I don't really have, it's already, the DLC, the finish, the coating on it's already messed up. And they actually did this because, like, I think, oh, I remember correctly, the DLC coating was like done incorrectly, or it wasn't sticking, so they just tumbled the crap out of them to give it like kind of a unique finish. And then like I said, only like, I think only like the main body of the big ones were able to be used, so they cut them down to make these other pieces or something like that. You know, it was like an interesting story, and it was only available to like members on Black Friday and stuff like that. So hey, we'll toss it in there. And like I said, this guy went, they did 2 batches of these. I don't know if they're planning on doing more, but even Montana Knife Co., who sells knives, which is already like a pretty big hobby, was surprised at how quickly these sold out. I don't know, by comparison, I wasn't tracking how fast the minis sold. I don't know. I think, and at least based on watching the, I just had it here, the extraterrestrial, I feel like the full size, the standard, just sells the best for, I mean, this is a slim width, right? But standard length, I think the standard length sells the best for Tactile turn. So, but this, if you want like an everyday carry pocket pen, I could see why some people would go this route. But then I almost like to see something like that designed with, you know, like I don't know how much longer this would be. A little bit longer. Kind of in the same ballpark. This is using the Space Pen. So you don't generally see the mini pens using the Space Pen refill, because it would be a hair longer. And I think, like, realistically, you can put a Space Pen in the short variant, which is the Parker variant. But in this case, like, here's the difference between a Space Pen. These are from Tactical Keychains. Brad designed these. So here's the Space Pen one, and here's the Parker one right there. So, you know, basically like the size of a tip, or the you know, like the clicker taller. In here I got the it's the needlepoint gel. I forget which. Oto. They make the needle points, but then these are from the original Smooth Operator, because they shipped them with the needle point, but Oto makes a needlepoint gel. So I popped one in here as well. This guy, super small. I picked one of each of these up for Squares as well. He's rocking them. He's like, once he got this one though, that took the Parker refill, he's like, well, why do I need the Space Pen one? You know, I think he keeps it in his car now because it's even tinier. I've actually been using this one more, to be truthful. And I got mine in the, like, sort of he calls it like the denim colorway. Square's got both of his in the, well, I knew he'd want this guy in the rainbow. This one was only available in rainbow. He's now working on a variant of this that would work with the Uniball after talking to him. So, hey, probably pick that up once it's out as well. But yeah, kind of surprised nobody's made a mini pen, you know, because they normally do G2, like Pilot G2 refill, which is in many cases compatible with the Uniball, you know, and all the other ones that fit Uniball. Then the short is the Parker, and the mini is the mini G2, like this guy. I'd almost be interested to see more minis like that tactile keychains being a space pen, or at least a variant of it. Because especially like this, like an EDC, a little EDC guy. Now here, for me, with my hand too, I have a feeling this one's not going to get much use because it's... where you hold it, it's just too short. You know where they have the grip? With this guy, I can kind of grip down lower. You know, it hangs up higher. Because I mean, you can not grip on the knurling if you want. You can grip down here, but it's just awkward. You know, so you're gonna grip here, and it's just a little tight for my hand. Let me know what you guys think. I still think this one here, the original Montana Knife Co., is one of their really nice pens, and a great buy. It's super lightweight. David picked it up and was surprised. He has the short, I think I got him a short green Parker aluminum, because I basically knew exactly what he wanted. He didn't tell me, but I know his tastes. But this guy with the knurling, you know, the only other one they did with knurling was the Bernally in brass, which is a hefty guy. So picking this up here with the mini version, I think it's a good add to the collection. Like I said, I don't have that many that use the G2 mini refill. It's mostly because I don't prefer it, and this one may get converted or may not. It depends. This one I tend to use a lot because it's like pre and poor condition, so I don't have to care too much, if that makes sense. I do like how clean these line up on these aluminum ones with the knurling, because they can place it just so. Something else I noticed right when I pulled it out is they added these sort of like chunk that you'll see a lot on like fire starters, sometimes on flashlights. Definitely not needed, but you know, just a little bit of an accent. But yeah, now you know why we had to get out the orange G10 tactile Knife Co. Maverick, because there you go. All right, guys, if you enjoyed it, yeah, throw a comment down below. Let me know comments, questions, etc. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Peace.